How you going, guys, and welcome back. This is just a little follow-up video on this diesel heater that I received from MaXpeedingRODS. Overall view of this heater, I am bloody amazed. My workshop here is 7 metres long, 6 metres wide, and I think it's around, I don't know, 3.5, whatever it is, to the peak of the roof. It's not insulated in whatsoever. I've had it where it's freezing cold, pissing down rain outside. I've turned the unit on, and it's telling me it's 7 degrees in the shop here. And within the hour, I've had it up to around 16 degrees, 17 degrees, and it just keeps getting warmer and warmer. To the stage where you're taking your jumper off and you're just walking around in a shirt. It's no dramas in here. It's like, to be not insulated workshop and it's doing that, it's unreal. I did upgrade the exhaust system. I bought a 2 metre exhaust with a muffler, which these don't come, this unit didn't come with a muffler. All I do is I leave the roll door open a couple of inches and stick the exhaust outside, and I just have the unit up in the middle of the shop here, or up in this bay, and just let it run. I did take these pipes off and just let the air just blow, and you can feel it within about 20 minutes if you start it up, 15 minutes if you're starting up in here. You can start to feel a difference in the temperature. Fuel consumption. I worked it out to be around ½ a litre an hour, roughly, running full noise. I did go into the parameters and play around a little bit in the parameters of the unit. But to be quite honest, there was no real need to go into the parameters and stuff around with it. The clicking noise you do hear on these is from the fuel pump. This red shroud or cover acts like an amplifier. If you take the red cover off, run the heater, that clicking noise is pretty much all gone. Now, the research I've done on the internet, if you get that fuel pump and suspend it off some cable ties, it takes away all that clicking noise. I haven't done it because it personally doesn't bother me. But for how it performs, bloody unbelievable. And chews next to no power. Chews, when you first start it up, when the glow plug's heating up, the fuel pump's running, it'll pull about 7.5 amps for about 3.5 minutes. Then it drops back to about 2 amps, roundabout, and just ticks along. And I've had this thing running for 6, 7, 8 hours, no dramas in whatsoever. I think I've put through 3 or 4 tanks of fuel through it. I forget what the capacity of the tank is, but it's not small. You can run it for 8 hours, no dramas at all. It runs fine. So very, very happy with the unit. Would I buy one if I just walked off the street and needed a diesel heater? Yes, I would. I am blown away with its performance. Just an inch aside, my father turned up and it was quite chilly, and I fired it up for him, and he was absolutely blown away that a unit that size could heat this place. And Dad takes a bit of convincing too, I can tell you, but he was absolutely blown away at the heat it throws. I haven't got a heat gun, so I couldn't measure what temperature the heat is coming out of it. I haven't got a heat gun. I'd love to have got one and tried it, but yeah. But the only extra I bought, which I bought off eBay, was a 2 metre exhaust. It cost me $16 with a muffler, believe it or not. They're quiet. Like, I poked the exhaust out the door, it runs quiet. Very, very surprisingly quiet with that muffler on it. A little bit noisy without the muffler, just like an air blowing noise outside. Stick the muffler on, no dramas. Its performance is incredible. I was going to mount it permanently over near the machines, but I've decided not to mount this permanently in the shop here because it's too bloody handy. If I go away camping with the kids or something, I can take this with me, jam the these tubes or whatever inside inside your swag for half an hour before you go to bed, and your bed's nice and warm. You know, or just have it blowing on your legs or whatever. So it's just going to be like a mobile unit for me, and very, very, very impressed. I am truly amazed on how it actually goes, and it hasn't, like I say, I've probably put through 4 tanks of fuel through it. It's never thrown up a fault code. Sorry, it threw a fault code up once, and I got a bit low in fuel, and that was it, the only thing it done. It hasn't given an ounce of trouble ever since, and very, very impressed. Bang for your buck, definitely bang for your buck. It's, yeah, you won't lose out on it. Like if this place was insulated, yeah, no dramas. I have the temperature normally set around 21 degrees on the control panel, so when it gets to about 21 degrees it'll idle down and just tick over quietly. Drops down a bit too far, it'll fire back up, rev up, it'll start punching the heat out, just thermostatic control. So yeah, I am over the moon with this thing. Definitely worth checking out MaXpeedingRODS for this if you're interested. I see at the moment they're on sale for $218. Don't quote me on that, I think I've seen that just before. $218. So yeah, if you want to buy anything off MaXpeedingRODS, another thing that blew me away, I was looking up some parts for my ute and my young fella's Hilux, Toyota Hilux. They got bloody everything. Like mine's an old 91 Hilux. They got carbies for it. They got sultanators for it. They got starter motors for it. They got whatever you want for it. You know, my young fella's is a diesel. His is a 96 Hilux, a diesel. They got, you know, alternators that have the vacuum pump on the front of the alternator, brand new in stock. Starter motors, whatever you can want for a Hilux. Like they stock a lot of lines. And the more you look, like the Commodore, the family car, the Commodore, coilovers kits, injector kits. It's unbelievable. The more I look at their site, the more items they got. Helicoil kits, like a kit, I think it was 128 piece helicoil kit, metric sizes. I'll have to double check the price, but I will be purchasing one of them at some stage too, because they're bloody handy. You know, I'll find it and I'll put a screenshot up of that, of the helicoil kit, and I didn't expect them to carry items like that, but shit, they do. So very, very good store. They've got an Australian warehouse, yeah, so things turn up quick. So, well, depending on the post. So anyway, that's my review of this heater. I am over the moon with it. I'm not trying to talk it up or anything. I'm telling you the honest truth. I like it. I think they're a good value, good bang for your buck. Certainly worth looking into if you want to heat your workshop. And every time I've had it running, I've had the roller door up, and it's been windy as crap outside, and I've had the roller door up, you know, 2 or 3 inches, but the exhaust poking out there, and there's a draft coming in, and it doesn't seem to worry it. It doesn't smoke on startup. You get a bit of steam on a cold day, but it doesn't smoke on startup. You don't smell it outside, so it burns clean. And the research I've done on the internet, they say with these diesel heaters, if you've got them idling over for a few hours before you turn them off, is to get them and so they'll rev right up and run hard for say 5 minutes. Otherwise the chambers coke up a little bit inside the burner. You can clean them out. Yeah, they reckon they just coke up a bit, so it pays to give them a good burnout before you actually turn them off. So you let it do the shutdown procedure, which is another thing you really should do, is let it do the shutdown procedure. A mate of mine got one in his caravan, your mate Cole, he was just getting lazy and just switching it off at the power point and just shutting it down. Well, I ended up doing it in the glow plug, I think it was. Anyway, yeah, you had to buy some replacement parts, which is cheap as chips. So he suggested make sure you do the shutdown, otherwise you're going to be doing a repair. When you have a look on the MaXpeedingRODS website, any of their items that you find on their website, if you use the promo code MADDY, you'll get a 15% off the price. That's on any line, on right across the board. So yeah, don't forget to use the promo code MADDY, M-A-T-T-Y, and then gain yourself another 15% off. So that's a pretty good deal. So I want to thank MaXpeedingRODS for giving me the opportunity to review this, and sponsoring my channel too, which was quite amazing that people want to sponsor my channel, to be honest. A bit of a shock when the lady contacted me. I was a bit blown away. So thank you very much, MaXpeedingRODS. Very much appreciated. And don't forget, guys, please check out MaXpeedingRODS website. If I can work out how to do it, I'll put a link up to their website in the description, and check out what they got. Probably got some stuff that you want. So anyway, that's the diesel heater. Over the moon with it. Highly recommend it. Very highly recommended. So there we go.